Art of Animation is one of the most popular resorts at Walt Disney World. It offers family suites, Skyliner access, larger-than-life adorable Disney theming, they allow dogs, and it's a value resort. Hello everyone, I'm Molly with Rajay Wishes. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of Art of Animation. Like I said, this is a value resort, but it is going to be on the higher pricing of the value resorts. What really sets this resort apart, other than the giant Disney characters everywhere that completely immerse you into Disney animation, are the family suites. This entire resort is made up of family suites with the exception of just one section, the Little Mermaid section, which does have single rooms available. But more on all of those in just a minute. First off, let's start with Animation Hall. This is the main lobby of Art of Animation. Before entering, you'll find luggage assistance right outside if you need to check your bags. Like almost all Disney resorts, when you first enter the lobby, there's a seating section, and since it is Art of Animation, there were Disney animated movies playing. Tons of Disney animation drawings line the entire length of this lobby, which is only the beginning of the Disney character sightings you are in for. This is also where you will find the arcade, as well as the ink and paint shop. The ink and paint shop is the gift shop for this resort, and it's themed, you guessed it, as ink and paint from animation. This is actually a pretty good sized store, and you can find an assortment of Disney merchandise in here, including ears, spirit jerseys, and they even have resort specific merchandise to Art of Animation. They also have a variety of snacks, medicine, drinks, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic, and pretty much anything else you might need if you happen to forget to pack something. Inside the ink and paint shop is where you're going to find the entrance to Landscapes of Flavor. Now this is going to be the only dining option at Art of Animation, and it is going to be your basic food court. They do have mobile ordering available, which can be a huge time saver, as well as they have some grab and go options available as well. And as you can see, there is also plenty of seating. When staying at Art of Animation, you have two transportation options. The first is going to be the buses, which are located right outside of Animation Hall. This is where you're going to head if you are going to Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Disney Springs, or one of the water parks. Now, if you're going to Epcot or Hollywood Studios, you are going to use the Skyliner. And just a heads up, there are no buses that run to Epcot or Hollywood Studios from this resort unless the Skyliner isn't running for some reason. A huge bonus of staying at this resort is having Skyliner access. The Skyliner can be found at the back of this resort, and it's actually a shared station with Pop Century Resort, so it sits in between the two resorts on Hourglass Lake. The Skyliner is absolutely great. I personally am a huge fan of it. The line moves super quick, it gets you where you need to be super quick, and it's just fun. I will say a word of warning that this Skyliner station does get very crowded first thing in the morning, and the entrance to the station is on the Pop Century side, so you're gonna have to walk a little bit further to get in line. But don't panic if you see the line first thing in the morning going into Pop Century. The line will move very, very quickly. It also can be a bit of a wait to get back to the station from the main hub after park closing. I'm going to have a video going over the Skyliner in great detail coming up on my channel very soon, so if you have any Skyliner questions, be sure to keep an eye out for that. Art of Animation has 4 different sections: Finding Nemo, Cars, The Lion King, and The Little Mermaid. Like I said at the beginning of this video, the Finding Nemo, Cars, and Lion King sections will all exclusively have family suites. So these family suites can sleep up to 6 people, and they will have 1 bedroom, a living room, 2 bathrooms, and a kitchenette. Also, it's worth noting that this resort is one of the few that actually allows dogs. Now there is an extra fee, and you will be in a certain area, but it is something that you can check into if you have Fido traveling along with you. The Finding Nemo section is going to be the closest to Animation Hall. It sits right in between Animation Hall and the Skyliner, and this is where you're going to find all of the main feature amenities. The Big Blue Pool is a feature pool at this resort, and it's actually the largest pool on all of Disney property. The drop-off pool bar can be found right outside, and they offer up drinks and some light snacks. Behind the Big Blue Pool, there is also a splash area for little ones and a playground. All of the Disney resorts have these, but the theming at this resort just makes these so much better. The theming at this resort all around is just 10 out of 10 on the adorable scale. Next up are the Cars Family Suites. This area looks just like the movie, and again, it's absolutely adorable. There are life-size versions of the characters all throughout this section. They make for some really great photo ops, and they're just really fun to look at. Besides the main feature pool, this resort features 2 smaller pools, and one of them can be found here. You actually enter the Cozy Cone pool through the Cozy Cone Motel, and the large cones are actually all cabanas for you to sit in. The last of the family suites are in the Lion King section. This is the only section that does not have a pool located in it, but they do have campfires. Little Mermaid is the only section at this resort with regular single rooms. And while this area is actually my favorite of all of the theming at this resort, it is kind of a hike to get to Animation Hall, to get to the buses from here, and it is definitely a jaunt to get to the Skyliner from here as well. So just something to keep in mind, after a long day of walking at the parks, this walk back to your room might not be very magical. This section also features its own smaller pool, the Flippin' Fins pool. Art of Animation is a super fun resort, and the over-the-top theming everywhere really makes you feel like you're staying on Disney property. You are completely immersed in Disney animation. The family suites are what really set this resort apart though. If you're a family of 5 or 6 people, it saves you having to reserve 2 single rooms and just gives families that extra space. Especially if you're traveling with little ones, having a kitchenette and that second bathroom might be extremely beneficial for you. Now, if you're staying in a single room, you're going to have to ask yourself if that walk is worth it from the Little Mermaid section, because I promise you it seems twice as long after you've been walking all day, especially if it is hot outside. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure and give it a thumbs up for me. And if you want to make sure you don't miss my new weekly videos, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, wishing you less stress and more magic.